Hello. All right, we're live. Welcome back. Hi, guys. Welcome back to House Witch. I'm the House Witch, JD. So, as you see, we're still reading the Hermetica. We're going to go through chapter 2. All right. So, let's see. We got the Hermeticas here. So, the second chapter is titled The Initiation of Hermes. So Hermes was the first human, the first creation of God that could be considered a human, I suppose, or like another being, another entity. And that's why he's so important. That's why that's why he's so significant. Okay, so let's read chapter 2 in the Hermetica, the initiation of Hermes. My senses were suspended in mystic sleep. Not a weary, full-fed drowsiness, but an alert and conscious emptiness. Released from my body, I flew with my thoughts, and while I soared, it seemed to me a vast and boundless being called my name. Hermes, what are you looking for? Who are you? I asked. I am the way guide, the supreme mind, the thoughts of a tomb, the one God. I am with you always and everywhere. I know your desires. Make your questions conscious, and they will be answered. Show me the nature of reality. Bless me with knowledge of a tomb, I begged. Suddenly, everything changed before me. Reality was opened out in a moment. I saw the boundless view. All became dissolved in light, united with one joyous love. Yet the light cast a shadow, grim and terrible, which passing downwards became like restless water, chaotically tossing forth spume like smoke. And I heard an unspeakable lament, and an inarticulate cry of separation. The light then uttered a word, which calmed the chaotic waters. My guide asked, "Do you understand the secrets of this vision? I am the light, the mind of God, which exists before the chaotic dark waters of potentiality. My calming word is the Son of God, the idea of beautiful order, the harmony of all things with all things. Primal mind is parent of the word, just as in your own experience, your human mind gives birth to speech. They cannot be divided one from the other, for life is the union of mind and word. Now fix your attention upon the light and become one with it." When he had said this, he looked into me, eye to eye, until trembling, I saw in thought limitless power within the light, to form an infinite yet ordered world, and I was amazed. I saw the darkness of the deep, chaotic waters without form, permeated with a subtle, intelligent breath of divine power. A tomb's word fell on the fertile waters, making them pregnant with all forms. Ordered by the harmony of the word, the four elements came into being, combining to create the brood of living creatures. The fiery element was articulated as the constellations of the stars, and the gods of the seven heavenly bodies, revolving forever in celestial circles. The word then leapt up from the elements of nature and returned and reunited with the mind, the maker, leaving mere matter devoid of intelligence. My guide said, "You have perceived the boundless primal idea, which is before the being. By Atum's will, the elements of nature were born, as reflections of the primal thought in the waters of potentiality. These are the primary things, the prior things, the first principles of all in the universe. Atum's word is the creative idea, the supreme limitless power which nurtures and provides for all things that through it are created. I have shown you everything. Why do you wait? Write the wisdom you have understood in hieroglyphic characters, carved on stone in holy sanctuary. Make yourself a spiritual guide to those worthy of the gift of knowledge, so that through you a tomb may save humankind." I was overwhelmed with gratitude to the All-Father who had graced me with this supreme vision. In awe and reverence I prayed, "Please never let me fall away from this knowledge of your being, so that I may enlighten those who are in darkness." Then, with his power in me, I began to speak. The aloof laughed at my words. The others knelt at my feet. I told them to stand and to receive the seed of wisdom which I sow in you with these teachings. So listen, men of clay. If you do not pay keen attention to my words, my words will fly past you and wing their way back to source from which they come. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Chapter 2. Bam, bam, bam. Oh my gosh. So that chapter, so what is it that we're supposed to take away from this chapter? From this chapter, I think one of the big takeaways is that we need to decide that we are coming to God, that we have consciously decided to walk the righteous path, the higher path, the godlier path, the higher aligned path. My gosh, that we have chosen to do the work. Oh my gosh. And that this work will get you to exactly where you want to go, to exactly where you want to get to. Having a winner's mindset, having winner's conversations with yourself, conversations that are growth oriented, kind, compassionate, encouraging, and heart fulfilling. Choosing a spiritual path sometimes feels like you're battling everyone. It feels like you're alone against the world, that you have a perspective of the universe that is loving and warm, but it seems like you're the only one that is viewing the world with that perspective. It can feel like that. But it's not what it is. It's not what it is. What you're doing is you're waking people up to the reality of their own being. Our natural state of being is wellness, is health, happiness, joy, wealth, prosperity, goodliness. That's our natural state of being. And being kind to people is reminding them that they have those qualities within them. And they're reminded of that by your treatment of them, of how you treat them, of how you respond. That's what kindness is. It's reminding each other of our divine essence. Right? Um, this path feels solitary, can feel solitary, but it is the path in which you are most accompanied on. You have the most support on. Because if we can again agree that the whole world is vibrating, when you choose the spiritual path, when you choose to grow spiritually, when you choose to consciously take part in the growth of your spirituality, your ancestors meet you along the way, your guides meet you along the way, your angels meet you along the way. They're always with you, but they meet you along the way on this path. You're not alone. It feels like you're alone, but you're not alone. Or it could seem that way to the outside, to those not participating in their spiritual growth. Because we're all growing, whether we realize it or not. What I think this chapter is asking us to do is to consciously participate in our spiritual growth and to choose to do the work and to choose to enjoy it. Because you have to be happy on your way to happy. You can't be pissed off and then expect to feel happy out of the blue. You have to do the work to align yourself. You have to do the work to align your shadow and your light. You have to do the work to integrate your shadow and your light. You have to do the work to understand and understand the positive perspective and the negative perspective and choose which is most highly aligned with the outcomes you're trying to bring about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. Stop worrying about what you have to heal and just heal it. Don't stop worrying about what people are going to say and just go do the role that you know you need to go do. It's kind of like, I don't know, that doctor recommended way of how to discipline your children. Say you don't want your kid watching TV 2 inches from the screen. You understand? You get what I'm saying real quick? Okay, say your kid is watching TV and they're like 2 inches from the screen and you don't want them to do that. One way to get them to stop is to tell them, hey, don't stand that close to the TV. It's bad for you. It's bad for your eyes, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's one way. The other way is saying, hey, maybe enjoy this show from the couch. It's more solution oriented. It's more life bringing. It's more momentous, as opposed to focusing on what you don't want to happen. Focus on the better feeling aspects of the experience. So this kid is probably 2 inches from the screen because they really enjoy the program. And me as a parent, or me as the authority figure, I'm down with you enjoying the program because I want my kid to enjoy the program, right? But I also want my kid to not go mess up his eyes and, you know, get all that radiation standing 2 inches from the screen. So, hey, go enjoy the show from the couch. Everyone likes a couch. So, focus on what you can do, what has been working, what is the solution. Telling yourself, I'm glad I am taking 2 steps forward and I took only 1 step back. I am glad that I'm making 1% progress every single day. I am glad and I am proud to see growth, period. I am relieved to want to have a spiritual practice. I am getting better and better and better at caring about myself. I am getting better and better at it. I'm getting better, period. Alright, any last words? Any last messages about this chapter? About this chapter. Receive the help. Receive God. You choose God and what this chapter is recommending is that we choose God. We choose the All One. We choose the higher power. We choose the higher path. We choose the higher frequencies in our experience. We choose that. That's the action. And then we let go. We have faith. We make space. We take a step back. We take a breath. We have a moment of appreciation. We have a moment of reconnecting to our energy. And that's how we allow God in and to nourish and fuel the better feeling aspects of our focus. All right, my loves. All right. If you're reading this with me, thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. We're going to keep going through these. And all right. Thanks for joining me. I love you. Have fun. Be safe. Bye.